Hi there, thanks for tuning in. I'm Missy G. This video is for all of my managers and supervisors out there, or those that are aspiring to be one. Today, I want to talk to you about managing underperforming employees. Let's take a moment to talk about employees that can be defined as an underperformer. Any employee can make an error now and then, even a high performer. That's not who I'm talking about today. A true underperformer is one who regularly is not adequately fulfilling their responsibilities or duties. These are the people who are not meeting your expectations routinely, not just a one-off instance. They lack the ability or the desire to do their job well. The best place to start is by identifying the type of underperformance. There are two main types. First, those that lack the skill or knowledge to do their job well. And second, those that lack the desire or the want to do their job well. These two different types of people need to be managed separately. So first, those who can't. There may be those employees who lack the skill set or the ability to do their job. Whether they didn't have the actual skill set when you hired them, or maybe they led you to believe that they had skills that they didn't have, or maybe your workplace is changing and the environment's changing and their role needs to change with it and they're just not able to catch on. Employees in this category are easier to manage. Think about what type of coaching you can give them and what type of training that you can give them to bring them up from their underperformance to an adequate level. Set clear expectations and set small attainable goals. That way you can see their progress. Now, it is your responsibility to set these goals and expectations and to follow up to make sure that they're being met. However, it's the employee's responsibility to make sure that they're putting in the effort to learn these new skills. They need the effort and you need the expectations, and then together you'll be able to bring up their performance. Now let's talk about the other type of underperformer. Those that won't. We're talking about those that choose not to follow the procedures. They ignore expectations or they don't want to put in the effort to learn anything new. These may also be the individuals who simply just have a poor attitude. This isn't what they want to be doing. They let the whole office know and it just brings everyone down. This type of individual is a lot tougher to address. Think about attitude be improved by coaching? Some maybe not. How much time do you give to this person? And how much effort do you put into them to bring up their attitude? Or you could think about, are they suited for this role? Or is there another responsibility or another area where they might be best suited in? I have a story that I want to share with you. I used to work with a teller named Amanda. And she was a really good teller. She had been there 2 to 3 years. She knew the ins and outs of the teller line, but she was starting to get a little bored with her job. She was wanting a little bit more of a challenge, and there was a loan assistant position that had opened up. And so she decided to apply for the position. At first, it was great. She was excited about learning. She came to work enthusiastic every day, and although there is a steep learning curve from retail to loans, she was keeping her head above water. But after a couple months, I noticed a big change in her demeanor. She would come into work a little grumpy. She would be really short with people on the phone, and she just overall seemed kind of miserable. So I pulled her aside one day and I was talking to her. I was like, what's going on? I know you wanted to change from the teller line, and I thought you'd be happier in this new role. You thought you'd be happier in this new role, but it doesn't seem like that's true. So what's going on? And she said that she thought that while she was on the retail side, one of the things that she didn't realize she enjoyed so much about the retail world is that she had a lot of tasks, but at the end of the day, she was able to check them all off. She went home happy, fulfilled, knowing that she didn't have anything hanging over her head. Whereas on the loan side, every day she had to leave things undone. Sometimes loans take weeks, months, sometimes even months to resolve. There might be a 45-day closing process. She might have several different projects going on at once, and balancing and doing time management for each one of those projects was just more than what she wanted to bear. She would go home every day overly stressed, thinking about the different projects and the different loans that she had to do, and she didn't like how she wasn't able to cross off her list at the end of each night. So in reality, where she thought she would be happier, turned out that that wasn't the case. So of course we moved her back to the teller line, gave her some additional responsibilities to help her feel like she was still growing, and she had a long and fulfilling career with the bank. All in all, this just comes to show you that you truly need to know your employees and set clear expectations. Underperforming employees, whether they can't or won't, aren't a lost cause, but you do need to make sure that you put in the time and the effort to bring them up and raise their performance, and you also need to have that expectation that they put in equally, if not more, effort to do so. Thanks for tuning in today, and please feel free to check out our website at phineasgts.com to learn more about how to awaken your financial genius.